Do you have a favourite Scott Pilgrim moment then, Nisha?
If we're talking about visual effects wise, I like it when he's doing the battle with them twins and the dragons come out.
Oh man, I wish I could do that. It's like play music so hard, just dragons explode. Yes, let's go. Despite being a critical darling and well-regarded cult classic, Scott Pilgrim was a well-known and famous financial disappointment. Which is a shame considering the amount of effort that went into casting for the movie. For example, the eponymous Scott Pilgrim, played by Michael Cera, was cast in that role because it was believed that he would be the best person to play a lovable asshole.
Yeah, I watched that film recently because we mentioned it in another video
Oh,
that we were doing about Edgar Wright.
We need to acknowledge that. So we made a video about, what was it now?
Baby Driver.
Baby Driver, and we said, oh yeah, we've named every Edgar Wright movie. I can't think of another Edgar Wright movie. We've named all the Edgar Wright movies, and then afterwards went, Scott fuck! So I went home and wrote this article so we can make this video to stop people yelling at us.
You lied to us, Karl.
I'm so sorry, but it's like I also rewatched the movie and went, this is really, really good.
Yeah.
It's a shame that it was advertised to people who download movies on the internet.
It's also got a lot of really famous actors in it as well.
Everyone's in that movie. So let's start. We've got Chris Evans.
Yep.
We've got Brie Larson. We've got Brandon Routh. We have got Thomas Jane. So far, superhero-wise, we've got Captain America, we've got Captain Marvel, we have Superman and the Atom, played by the same guy, not to mention The Punisher in one movie. Then you've got like Aubrey Plaza. Who else is in that movie?
Kieran Culkin.
That's not a name. Wait, Macaulay Culkin's right. Oh, God.
So I just know him for the second name.
You know, as soon as I heard Culkin, yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah.
But holy shit, there's so many people in that movie, and it's so good, and the soundtrack is amazing.
I love Chris Evans' character in it though,
Lucas Lee. Like, Lucas Lee is potentially the greatest gag character in a show. Like, just because of like the whole thing of he always wears his leather jacket in every single movie he appears in. I think like the tagline to one, put some of the movie posters behind me, but like, the tagline to one of them, if I remember, is, oh, you've got an hour to live and you get a phone call from yourself, or something like that. Like his character gets a phone call from himself in the future saying he has an hour to live. It's like, what are these films and why have we not got Chris Evans making them right now?
There's the eyebrows as well, because when you look at him, you can tell it's Chris Evans, but he also looks so different because of the eyebrows. The angry eyebrows.
The angriest eyebrows. He looks like American Kirby. If people don't know what I mean by American Kirby, here's a picture of Kirby, the lovable pink puffball on a Japanese game, and here he is on the American release of that game. American Kirby's fucking pissed, man, them eyebrows. And a detail about Scott Pilgrim I didn't know that you discovered while editing another video is that it was filmed as if it was a musical. But instead of music, like, breaks, you just have fight scenes.
Yeah. Which
is awesome. That's just like, it's an Edgar Wright thing to do. It's like, let's combine two things that shouldn't go together and make it work perfectly. So, in that vein, favourite fight scene in the movie?
I know I mentioned the battle with the twins just because of the dragons.
Just because of the dragons. Nisha confirmed to be like just someone who's way too into dragons, confirmed.
I really like the first one with Matthew Patel, just because he's like Pilgrim with his
he's just got the head bob going on.
You're quite the opponent, Pilgrim.
And as well, I like all the things in that movie, just the little details that, again, are a very Edgar Wright thing to do. Of like every boyfriend has something to do with their number. Like that Matthew Patel, he has like one like chevron on his sleeve, whereas Scott Pilgrim, being the new boyfriend, has a lot of outfits with zero on them, and he drinks Coke Zero. Because he's the zero. Did you not notice that?
Okay, well, every single person has like the number linked to what battle they are.
Yeah.
Well, one of my favourite bits is when he bumps into MV in the calf, and she's like, "Oh, your hair's looking a bit shaggy," and this hat
immediately the hat appears. Well, the other one is just the where's Scott? Oh, he just went out. Boo!
Is Scott here?
You know what? He just left.
A joke that got recycled and then put into Undertale. Have you played Undertale? Lucas played Undertale?
No.
Well, there's a bit in that game where you go on a date with a fish woman called Undyne, set up by a skeleton called Papyrus. Just go with it. And what Papyrus does after getting you both in the same room is, oh, well, I guess I have to go now, and just leaps out of the window. But because it's in a really lo-fi style, the little sprite of the skeleton just spins out of frame.
Yeah, bringing it back to Scott Pilgrim.
Yes.
He's meant to be an asshole, right?
The thrust of the narrative that Scott wants to get laid, which is fair enough. That's, you know, a main plot point in a lot of movies. But Scott's already dating somebody else in the film while he's trying to, like, you know, get with Ramona Flowers. And to make things just a little bit worse, the girl he's dating is fucking adorable. It's like, nice chow, man. So fucking cool.
Also a 17-year-old high school student.
Yeah.
Or she's 16.
I don't know. I can't remember the exact Lucas.
I think 17, but now I'm going to get crucified in the comments.
And as well, isn't she like a Catholic schoolgirl or something like that?
Yeah.
And then Aubrey Plaza just comes in, steals the scene and makes fun of him for it.
Yeah.
But, oh man, oh god, everyone in that film is just so well cast. I can't think of any actor in that film I'd replace, but like the Aubrey Plaza just coming in being Aubrey Plaza in it up. So good. The comedic timing on those quick cuts and edits is just top fucking notch. Like the one of, I ordered a package on Amazon and it just smash cuts to him sat in front of the door waiting for it. Yeah. It's like, what?
But yeah, that scene where she delivers the package and he throws it behind him and it goes in the bin. I'm pretty sure I've seen behind the scenes he did that like 20, 30 times.
Is that a real shot then? Is that not like camera trickery?
Yeah,
or
I'm pretty sure it is. If it is, I'll try and find it.
So, son of a bitch. Just a little short. So yeah, 8 o'clock.
Michael Cera's got fucking game then, by the sounds of it. 'Cause there's loads of stories about that from film. We've talked before about the Sigourney Weaver like basketball shot in Alien Resurrection, which she actually did for real life, and then Ron Perlman nearly fucked up the shot by going breaking character.
Okay, Scott Pilgrim is cheating on someone.
Yeah, essentially that's what the character is doing. Like, yeah, he's cheating on his girlfriend, or at the very least, like, you know, trying to get with somebody else while actively refusing to, like, you know, just have that conversation. Because I think they have multiple times in the movie, like, you have to tell Knives, also, like, what a fucking name, her parents, badasses to the core. It's like, oh, what should we call our daughter? Knives. On it. Anyway, but it's like, you need to tell your girlfriend that you're going to break up with her, and he just refuses to do it. And it's like, come on. And Edgar Wright was aware of the fact, like, yeah, a good character that does not make, and we need to find an actor who audiences will empathise with and wants to succeed when they do something that is, like, you know, just objectively a horrible thing to do. And so he settled on Michael Cera. That alone is kind of hilarious, but it gets just a little bit funnier because Michael Cera didn't know this is why he was cast as Scott Pilgrim until Edgar Wright and him were in a joint interview. And Edgar Wright says something along the lines of, yeah, well, when we were casting Scott Pilgrim, we needed an actor that people would like, even when he was acting like an ass. Yeah. And Michael Cera goes, wait, what do you mean by that? He didn't know.
No idea.
And I think Edgar Wright dunks on him just a little bit harder by saying, also, you're Canadian. To which Michael Cera was like, wait, what has me being Canadian got to do with this? And he had to explain, well, yeah, kind of Canadians tend to have like a different sense of humour to a lot of people. Like, you're reacting to these fantastical things that happen in the movie, like a very muted expression. Michael says, oh yeah, we do that. That is very Canada.
He's very like calm and soft-spoken.
Just very blasé about the world exploding. The casual introduction of superpowers in this world. Yeah. So that first moment when someone throws a punch and just like the world explodes and he just stops it with one hand. So I guess this is just a thing that happens. Scott Pilgrim's kind of a dick, so he needed to find an actor who could be a dick, who audience will still like, and Michael Cera just didn't know.
I feel like the character he plays in that is similar to a lot of character he plays. He has the same sort of feel.
Michael Cera,
like in Juno, he's just, again, same like soft-spoken, calm, not really fazed by anything.
Just kind of just there. He's furniture. And then I've not really seen, what else is he in?
Arrested Development.
Is he the same in that?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a film he's in called Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist, where he's also in a band, and it's called like the Jerk-Offs or something. Sounds very familiar.
What is it with casting Michael Cera just as a guy in a band? I think the only film Michael Cera doesn't act like Michael Cera is in This Is the End, where he plays like an arsehole who's like just like walking up and slapping women's asses. And we can end on this. It's a it's a little bonus fact that couldn't make it into a full video. It's very funny nonetheless. That when he slaps Rihanna's ass in that movie, he does it for real. And the behind-the-scenes deal he and Rihanna came to was, Rihanna said, you can slap my ass for real, but I'm allowed to slap your face back. So you better make sure you get it right first time, because I'm coming out swinging. And so that slap that Rihanna responds with is 100% genuine. It's like where she absolutely just fucking clocks up. Like this Singham style slapped at side of head. It's like, yep, you know what that is? Acting. Okay, so I think now we have finally made videos about everything Edgar Wright has done.
You said that last time.
I know, but I'm going to tempt fate again, except for Fistful of Fingers, which I think we now have to go watch.
We have to watch. I've not seen it.
And then make a video about, because now I feel like Edgar Wright he's becoming a mascot for the channel, alongside Doge, Harambe, and the green screen. I think the other one we have is on maybe Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah.
Like, he might be a Fact Fiend mascot, even though he appeared in one video, and people just can't get over that. The Tommy Wiseau one gets me because I love his accent, but I can't do it very well. Just like, I did not hit her, I did not.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Like, so good. He's such a don.
My favourite scene is the one in the shop, which is like one minute long.
Just, hi, doggy.
Can I have a bunch of roses? Oh, hi, Johnny. I didn't know it was you. That's me. You're my favourite customer. Bye-bye.
Oh, hi, Johnny. I didn't know it was you. Here you go.
That's me. How much is it?
It'll be $18.
Here you go. Keep the change. Hi, doggy.
You're my favorite customer.
Like, oh, Tommy was so an absolute don. Oh, maybe it's vampire. It's like, it's so perfect. It's the most perfect line ever. And I wish it made it into the movie. I go watch a video on that if you know what we're talking about. Apparently that like slipped into pop culture. Like that's a thing that people say now, and I don't know if we.
Vampire?
I don't know if we started it. I'm not sure if other people made videos or like talked about that. But I have seen that in reference to other things in movies, and I'm not sure did we start it.
So I've only heard it on this channel.
But I've seen it in reference to other things. I'm like, did we start that? So when people talk about The Room,
Yeah.
it's like maybe it's vampires. Like, did we do that? Is that us?
Maybe.
Is that my contribution to culture? Maybe it's vampire. Maybe it is.
Your greatest contribution, Karl.
It's just a line that it was an offhand line in a video that I don't like because I thought the impression was really bad. But fine, I guess that's what we've got. Well, I had to put it. I've got like an FAQ on the subreddit, and then one of the FAQ questions is Karl vampire, to which I responded maybe. I own it.